You wanted to talk?
Yes. The suns are warmer here. Nothing that smells so green when the gamma bursts come. Even the song can rest. We must go. Auras mingle. Apologies, Agent. Emissaries from our nest. They stowed away aboard the ship and have accompanied us since we left Alderaan. They're becoming quite sociable.
There was something you wanted to discuss?
The Killiks of Alderaan know little of the galaxy, only what they absorb through joiners. Our journey teaches them a great deal, but there is something that intrigues us, intrigues the nest. The fate of our lost kin.
I found colicoids, geonosians, other insectoids, but no Killiks off Alderaan.
We're not surprised. Alderaan has only a handful of nests, sleeping beneath the castle lands and awakening every few centuries. The other Killiks migrated off-world millennia ago. No one knows what became of them, or whether they survived. But the migration is a primal memory. We miss them.
If the Citadel has any record of Killik encounters, we can find out.
We appreciate that, Agent. It may help. We don't know if it's truly important to find them, but as Dawn Herald, we'll be watching. We've been dreaming lately. Great Spitcrete vessels weep dew above the castle lands. Their engines scorch the air. Dartship swarms shade the sky, humming a song of farewell. We remember the Great Migration, when the lost nests departed Alderaan.
What was the point of the migration? Why did so many Killiks leave?
That we don't remember. Resources, perhaps? But there's something else. In our dream, there is a mosaic that mirrors the stars and shows us the Lost One's destination. We request leave for a pilgrimage, Agent, to follow the first steps of the migrant Killiks.
Vector, if you want a favor, you'll have to do better than that.
We'd ask you to come with us, but all we expect to find is dust and petrified shells. Still, the journey honors our kin. We're already packed.
We've spent a lot of time and money on you. You'll need a bodyguard to keep you out of trouble.
We are Dawn Herald. We have some ability to defend ourselves.
So, you made it back from your pilgrimage.
Our journey is over. We saw strange worlds and markers set in stone and frozen lakes of steaming colors, but no Killiks. The colony found planets that suited them, but none that could support them. They divided into 1,000 nests, each going its own way, to 100 different stars.
I know this isn't the end you were hoping for.
We forged a connection to the lost colony. Even if we didn't find it, this means a great deal. In any event, we're sorry. What? There is a scent here.
You're not giving up already. We apologize for surprising you, but it took time for us to become aware of your presence. More to find you. But we welcome you nonetheless. We are Daizana, of the Lesai Nest.
Maybe you should handle this.
Daizana of Lese. We are Vector Hillis, Dawn Herald of Oroboro.
Oroboro? We barely recognize the scent. We thought we'd lost the nests of Alderaan until you followed. Our fleet ship pursued you here. The colony still exists, spun across the stars. Our nests still kin. 1 trillion and more Killiks will dance and sing tonight.
Your ship followed Vector on the way back from his pilgrimage.
Even after he was gone, he left an impression we could follow. Our emissaries are not far from your own. Let them touch, and bring knowledge.
Yes, the Lacey shall rejoice. She offers dancing and Membrosia the chance to walk the tunnels of the Synapse Comb.
The Dawn Herald must come with us. As his partner, you may accompany and share in our joy.
I'd love to see a Killik celebration. Lead the way.
Don't worry, we'll be out before the pheromones bond to your system.
The Membrosia runs in golden rivers.
You're doing well. Accompany the joiners if you wish. Morning comes soon. We're impressed. You held up well. More to the point, you brought together the fragments of an ancient people. We can't fully express our gratitude. We hear the singing of 1,000 nests, and are at peace.
I'm glad you're in high spirits. Call it a day then?
Agreed, Agent.
You wanted to see me, Minister?
Yes. Come in. Last we talked, I sent you to hunt invisible agents manipulating the war. How did that mission turn out?
It was more complicated than expected. It's been a while, sir.
Indeed. Welcome back from your tour of duty. I've spent my time calling in favors. Now we face a conspiracy as old as the Emperor and nearly as powerful. Pity we have to destroy it.
This war is meant to wipe us out. Remove the Jedi and Sith, Republic and Empire, and start over.
Yes, but spies cannot be zealots. That is their weakness. Your work on Corelli allowed us to trace the conspirators' communications to a space station in the Null Zone. We believe that station to be their base of operations.
How do we make our approach?
I want you to take your team there immediately. Any delay and we risk the enemy escaping. Eliminate any members of the Inner Circle present and obtain their records. The names of their followers, their resources, and every black project they've co-opted.
Search, destroy, and retrieve. What about conspirators who aren't aboard?
With the Star Cabal's secrets, we can scour the galaxy for what's left of their membership. Otherwise, they'll soon regroup. Of course, the conspirators' secrets have other uses. Once this crisis passes, the Sith will want them in safe hands.
The conspirators use their secrets to blackmail, to brainwash, to disappear.
Cypher, when I began at Intelligence, I saw it as a distraction from my military career. Eventually, I grew to accept my role. I developed goals in place of ideals, and I found ways to achieve those goals. I hoped authority would help me effect change. But for us, there are limits to what authority can do.
Ship's overhaul is finished, sir. She'll get to the station out of sight.
The operation begins. Stop the conspirators and take back everything they've stolen.
If you have something to say to me, Minister, be direct.
You heard the call. Your ship is waiting.
If you can guess who's been talking to Nemro the Hutt, you owe me a drink.
From your tone, I'd say I'm looking at her.
Bingo. If you don't have a bottle on you, I'll take my prize in cash. Me and the Crime King were wrapping up some old business, long story. But he let slip something interesting. Remember Yajal, my arms dealer cum stalker? He's been touching base with a lot of guys I used to work with, Nemro included.
Why would he be talking to Nemro?
He just wants information. Here's the problem. Now that Yajal's tipped his hand, some of my other ex-partners, the ones with grudges, they figure they need to hit me before Yajal does. We're talking people who should have moved on years ago. Guess I left a mark.
You do have a way with people. What should we expect?
I'm not gonna make a list, but first example that comes to mind, Card shark named Tatigo. Not a lot of guts, but he was rich and cute. We lived the high life until I broke his heart. Bet he'll hire some sleazebag to find me.
Tarteagle, Card Shark, any other names?
Told you about your Jal role. Nemro and I are good. I'll let you know if anything else turns up. We might actually have to do something about this. Alright, we've got a problem. I told you about my ex-partners, how they decided to come after me? Well, that's fine. I can deal with that. What's not fine is when random freaking bounty hunters come after me because they smell a trend.
You do know that most people don't have this problem.
Yeah, I know. Guy's called the Menace. Never worked with him, never dated him, never heard of him. He's tracking me down. Apparently got a rep as a duelist. Probably wants to auction me to anyone with a grudge.
Do we know his hunting style? Hangouts? Long-term clients?
No, no, and no. Figure he can't be that good if I haven't heard about him, right? Look, we need to do something. Get a little aggressive. You in?
Tell me what you need, and you've got it.
Not totally sure yet, but I'll let you know when I've got a plan. You and me. We're gonna get these people.
This is Keeper. You're approaching the station now. I can monitor you so long as you keep an open channel. We'll be with you through the assault.
Imperial intelligence is gone. Designations are meaningless.
I won't have this discussion now. Your ship is cloaked, but once you're aboard, you'll need to move fast. Take out any conspirators quick as you can. Anyone not there in person, we'll start hunting down as soon as you identify them.
Say you lost Corellia?
Adjustments are being made. Striver is already working with the Mandalorians.
See? It's fine.
No holotraps this time. No distortions. Working to identify the voices.
There's Hunter. The Twi'lek from the recording.
Tracing hyperwave communications. I know your tricks.
You may say it's fine, but I won't be comfortable until our targets are laid out for autopsy.
Yamlet Sende, Zerka Corporation Special Executive. Run!
Tall Braga, at least, is dead. Now we seek balance as the world quakes.
Sir Trilag of the Macro's Order of Assassins. 2.
Don't do anything until you hear from me.
What?
We knew we would be vulnerable in this moment. Despite the risk, we invited chaos, knowing we could cleanse the galaxy. Our duty now is to survive. And as our 1,000-year journey ends, we will enter a finer age.
That's what I want to discuss. I think some of you know me.
You are alive.
Enforcer! What have you done?